Okay, so we all know bad habits, right?
Oh, yeah, we all have them.
But what if I told you we could actually use our imaginations to break free from those bad habits?
Right.
That's what we're diving into today.
Okay, I like it.
It's all thanks to your source, the power of imagination, and I think it's going to be a really interesting look at a gentler way to change.
Well, we're kind of always told that to break a bad habit, we have to be really tough on ourselves.
Yeah, I like that whole no pain, no gain thing.
Right. But this is totally different. It's like it emphasizes imagination over willpower.
Hmm.
It even quotes Emile Coué,
Okay.
who said, "When the will and the imagination are in conflict, it is always the imagination that wins."
Whoa, okay, that's a big statement.
Right.
So instead of gritting our teeth and forcing ourselves to change,
Uh,
we should be kind of daydreaming our way to better habits.
kind of.
I don't quite get it.
Yeah, so think of it this way. Have you ever laid awake at night trying so hard to fall asleep?
Oh yeah, all the time.
And the more you focus on not sleeping, the harder it gets.
Totally.
It's that same idea with habits. When we just think about the struggle,
Yeah.
we're actually making it harder to change.
Okay. I'm starting to see how this works, but how do we actually do it? I mean, are we just supposed to sit around and imagine our goals and then poof, the bad habits are gone?
I wish it were that easy.
Hey.
It's not just regular daydreaming.
Okay.
The real key is to shift your focus away from the habit itself
Uh-huh.
and concentrate on the benefits of actually breaking that habit.
So instead of dwelling on how much I want that cookie,
Exactly.
I should be thinking about how good I'll feel after I resist.
That's the idea.
Yeah.
And you have to engage all your senses, too.
Ooh, this is getting interesting. So we're not just thinking about it, but really immersing ourselves in the experience.
Yes.
I like it.
Like really feeling it.
Okay, so let's say a lot of people struggle with overeating.
Right.
What would this approach look like?
So the power of imagination talks about this. And it suggests visualizing the benefits using all your senses.
All five.
Yep.
Okay, I'm all about a good sensory experience.
Okay.
Walk me through it.
Let's start with sight.
Okay.
You need to picture yourself at your ideal weight.
Hmm.
Maybe you have an old photo that can help you visualize.
Yeah.
Really see yourself in that picture, how your clothes fit, how you look, how you feel.
Seeing is believing, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Now, what about touch?
Yeah. Okay.
Can you imagine feeling lighter?
Yeah.
Your clothes feeling different?
Oh, yeah.
Feeling good in your own skin?
I can almost feel it already.
Good. Now think about taste.
Wait, does this mean I have to give up all the good stuff?
No, not at all. This is not about depriving yourself.
Okay.
It's about changing what you want.
Got it.
So imagine yourself enjoying healthy foods, really savoring each bite.
Okay.
Notice the colors, the smells, the textures.
I never thought about healthy food that way.
It's all about changing your perspective.
Okay, and what about hearing?
Can you imagine getting compliments from people, noticing how good you look and sound?
Oh, I love compliments.
And finally, the most important sense,
What's that?
your emotions.
Ah.
You have to really feel the confidence and happiness that comes with achieving your goal. Feel proud of yourself for taking control of your health.
Wow. So it's like we're making a movie in our minds
Exactly.
and we're the stars of our own success story.
That's a great way to put it.
This is amazing.
It's the power of visualization.
Uh-huh.
It's not just seeing it. You have to really experience it with your whole body
Right.
to really make your brain believe it.
And the power of imagination actually helps you create this movie, right?
It does.
It's not like you can just say, oh, imagine yourself in and it happens.
Now it takes work.
Okay, so walk me through it.
So first you pictured yourself now.
Right.
Then you replace that image with the you that you want to be and really feel everything. It even suggests practicing your new habits in your mind. Like imagine yourself going through your day and making healthy choices without even thinking about it.
So like a mental dress rehearsal for my new life.
Yes, exactly.
And there are real people who have done this successfully, right?
Oh yeah, the power of imagination talks about Alexa Smith, the actress.
Oh, wow. I love her.
She says she used visualization to lose weight, and she was really successful.
Okay, that's amazing. It's so inspiring to see it actually work for people.
It is, but it's important to remember that everyone is different.
Yeah.
And the book really stresses that you have to set realistic goals.
Right, because if it's too crazy, my brain is not going to believe it.
Exactly.
So what are some of the other stories?
Well, there's this one about a factory worker.
Okay.
He really wanted to eat healthy foods.
Mm-hmm.
So during his visualizations, he would repeat this affirmation.
Okay.
I will desire and eat only those foods good for my body.
Interesting.
And he ended up losing 40 pounds in just 4 months.
Wow, that's amazing.
Right. And then there's this woman who was trying to stop eating donuts.
Ooh, that's a tough one.
I know. After using these techniques, she actually forgot to buy them for herself.
Really?
She was so surprised.
I love that.
Like her mind had already changed, even if she didn't realize it.
That's so cool.
And there's also a story about this farmer who bought a suit that was way too small for him.
Oh, no.
He wanted to lose weight to fit in it.
Okay.
He kept visualizing himself wearing that suit.
Mm-hmm.
And guess what? He lost 45 pounds.
Wow. Okay, so maybe I need to go buy some clothes that are too small.
It might just work. These stories really show how powerful our imaginations can be.
Absolutely. But we've been talking a lot about weight loss.
We have.
Can this work for other habits too? Like, what about something like smoking?
That's a great question, and we're going to dive into that right after this. So we were talking about using your imagination to, like, kick those bad habits to the curb.
Yeah, and it's already blowing my mind.
Right.
We've seen how it can help with weight loss and even quitting smoking.
Yeah. It's pretty powerful stuff.
But is this really something that can work for any habit?
You know, that's what's so cool about this.
You okay?
The source is saying this method can be used for tons of things.
Like what?
Like procrastination, nail biting, even those like negative thoughts that just get stuck in your head.
So it's like a mental toolkit for self-improvement.
Exactly.
I'm sold, but let's get practical.
Okay.
Let's say I'm struggling with procrastination.
Yeah, classic.
How would I actually use this technique?
You have to start by thinking about the benefits of not procrastinating.
Okay, so less stress,
Mm-hmm.
more free time,
Yes.
and actually getting things done.
Exactly. Now close your eyes
Okay,
and imagine yourself doing just that.
right?
See yourself tackling those tasks, feeling calm and in control. Really paint that picture in your mind.
I'm seeing myself going through my to-do list and checking things off, and it feels good.
Awesome. Now let's add in those other senses.
Okay.
What does it feel like to be relaxed and not stressed?
Like a huge weight off my shoulders.
Yes. And imagine people are noticing your productivity.
Ooh, yeah, like getting compliments.
Right. And how about rewarding yourself with like a delicious cup of coffee after you finish everything?
I am so there.
So you're starting to shift your mindset.
I am.
You're starting to want that feeling of accomplishment.
It's actually really motivating.
And that's the whole point.
Yeah.
You're basically rewiring your brain to want the good stuff instead of the bad habit.
So it's not about forcing myself to change.
Nope.
It's about making that change feel like something I actually want.
Exactly. This approach is working with your subconscious, not against it.
I like that a lot better than just trying to force myself to do things.
Me too. But it's not quite as simple as just visualizing and poof, everything is fixed.
Oh, bummer.
I know. It still takes effort, but the visualization helps you along the way.
So it's like having a map to help me stay on track.
That's a great way to think about it.
Huh.
And the book offers some extra tips to make it even easier.
Oh, I'm all about easier.
The one thing it suggests is using affirmations.
Affirmations.
Yeah, those positive statements that you repeat to yourself.
Okay, so like, I am productive, or I get things done on time.
Exactly. You might feel silly at first,
Yeah, maybe a little.
but it actually helps to reprogram your mind.
So I'm basically giving my brain a pep talk.
That's it. Another tool is a vision board.
Oh yeah, those are everywhere these days.
They are, and they can be really helpful.
Ah.
Well, it's a visual reminder of your goals.
Okay, so for procrastination, I could put up pictures of a clean workspace or someone who's super organized.
Exactly. Make it personal and inspiring.
I like it.
Look at it every day and let those images sink in.
My brain is going to be so organized.
And the book also talks a lot about consistency and repetition. Visualization takes practice.
Okay, so no instant results.
Not quite.
Yeah.
But think of it like working out.
Okay,
The more you do it, the stronger you get.
makes sense.
The book recommends visualizing at least twice a day.
Got it.
Eventually, those visualizations become more real and the changes you want start to feel effortless.
This has been such an interesting deep dive.
It has.
We've learned so many new tools for self-improvement.
And it really makes you wonder what else we're capable of.
It does. But before we get too carried away, let's move on to the next part.
Sounds good.
We'll explore even more from the power of imagination and how to use these techniques in other areas of our lives.
Stay tuned.
We've been exploring some really cool ideas about imagination
Right.
and how it can help us break those bad habits.
It makes you wonder what else we could do with our minds.
I know, right? But is there anything we need to watch out for with this approach?
Oh yeah, good point. It sounds almost too good to be true.
Right.
Could we get so caught up in our imaginations that we end up like living in a fantasy world? Well, the power of imagination actually talks about that.
It does.
Yeah, it says that while imagination is powerful, We have to use it wisely.
Okay, so no, just spending all day daydreaming.
Not exactly.
Got it.
One thing to be careful of is setting unrealistic expectations. Like we talked about before, that those mental images have to be believable.
Yeah.
If your goal is totally out there, your brain's not going to buy it.
So no visualizing myself winning the lottery without even buying a ticket.
Exactly. Your goals should be big, but they also have to be realistic.
Okay, makes sense. What else should we watch out for?
Well, we can't let visualization become a way to avoid taking action. It's easy to get lost in those nice pictures in our minds,
Yeah.
but we still have to put in the real-world effort.
So visualization is like a motivator, not a magic wand.
I like that.
Yeah.
It gives you the energy and direction to make the change happen.
And the power of imagination really stresses that, right?
It does. It says we have to be proactive.
So we can't just wish for things to be different.
Well,
We have to actually do the work.
right. But visualization can make that work feel easier.
And there's another important point from the book.
Okay.
We have to be patient and persistent.
Absolutely. Learning to use visualization is like learning any new skill.
Okay, so no instant results.
I wish. But it does get easier with practice.
So the more we use it, the better we get at it.
Yes. And as you start to see positive changes, your motivation will grow.
That makes sense. This deep dive has been so eye-opening.
It has.
We've learned so much about how to use our imaginations to break free from those bad habits.
It's really powerful stuff.
Yeah.
And as we wrap up today, I want to leave you with a question to think about.
Okay.
If you could achieve any goal just by imagining it, what would it be and why?
Wow, that's a great question. It really makes you think about all the possibilities.
It does.
And to all our listeners, we encourage you to try these techniques out.
Yeah, see what amazing changes you can create in your own lives.
Because the power to change is within each of us.
It is.
And by using our imaginations, we can break free from those old habits and create something new.
It's all about unlocking your potential.
Thank you so much for joining us on this deep dive into the power of imagination.
It's been a pleasure.
We hope you've learned some valuable insights and are feeling inspired to start your own journey of positive change.
Keep imagining, and we'll see you next time.